She gonna slam that shit up. That point ain't playing around. For real though. Shit. That fool caught onto that shit quick, huh? What is that shit? Holler or? Oh shit. That's some crazy shit. What's up, Greg S? What up with them, man? What's up with all the What's up with all the pocket live talk? What's up with that, fam? Speak, speak, preach, preach. Do I really believe it? Let me explain to you something, bro. So, initially, what's up, Arthur Valdez? Sorry about the live stream earlier, man. I tried to go live, but life calls, bro. And you gotta do what you gotta do, when it's work. Rosemary said, "Man, no, what's up, Rosemary?" Yeah, man. Yeah, I was supposed to go live earlier, but live calls, so you gotta handle live first. Um, you know, if it's really really important, right, guys? So I had to do what I had to do. How's everybody doing tonight? What's everybody up to tonight, man? Smoking shit. Get in line, brother. Me too. Me too. Smoking, smoking. What y'all smoking on? I just took a nice little dab out of my nectar collector of some Bruce Banner. Legally. Legally. Man, that the fucking live stream I did yesterday, I posted it right, and sure enough, man, a couple seconds later, fucking my shit get flagged. Boop. And I'm like, who flagging my shit? And it's some company or something about like, man, 20 seconds later, you know, boom, get flagged and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And then something about a song I played in the background or something. Man, you couldn't even hear the damn song. But YouTube getting crazy, man. YouTube getting crazy. So what's everybody up to, man? What's everybody got? Where's everybody from? Anybody from Phoenix? Anybody from LA? Texas? Europe? UK? Shout out to everybody. Chicago too, of course. Chicago, man. Chicago hitting it big. Chicago hitting it big. Y'all making a lot of noise. Maryland too. Shout out to Maryland. Southgate, California. Hell yeah. Big shout out to Southgate, California. Big, 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 big shout out to Southgate, California. See, that's where I grew up right there. Southgate. I grew up, well, most of my life in Southgate. Then I lived a little bit in Hollywood too, right before uh, I moved back. Cause I lived in Southgate all my childhood to like my adult, and then moved to Hollywood for a couple of years. Went back to Southgate, Greenville, North Carolina. Hell yeah, that's right, homie. That's right, Southgate, California. Shit, I used to live right there on San Carlos and Tweedy, right in back of the. I think there used to be a Save-Ons, but there used to be a Yuri's Record right there. I don't know if it's still there, but Yuri's Record used to be my spot. Then right across the street was a Save-On. Then San Carlos right next to it, San Carlos Avenue. Yeah, yep, yep. Shit, Rose, I must probably seen you around or something, cause I lived there most of my life. Went to Southgate High School too. Shit. Yeah. But yeah, Chicago making a lot of noise. Greenville, North Carolina too. I don't know if I already said that. I've seen you around. You probably have. Probably have. Like Tupac says, I used to get around. Not like that, but I used to go everywhere, party and shit, kick it. I was a wild one. So what's anybody talking about? What's up? Anybody talking about the new any new movies coming out or anything like that? Anybody got any Tupac questions or any new information or anything like that you guys want to put out? You guys want to say? Does anybody remember who said that? Last night somebody mentioned to me about the about Tupac putting some money down on the Tyson fight, September 7th, right before he, supposedly got shot. That's some good shit, man. You know Tupac roots in Carolina too. Yeah, of course, I've heard that before. Georgia and North Carolina. I think his mom's roots are in North Carolina, right? If I'm not mistaken, either that or Georgia. North Carolina. That's Jordan. Michael Jordan's hometown too, right? Or where he went to where he played ball college, or was he born there too and lived there? Yeah. But yeah, man, that when Homeboy said that about Tupac putting a bet down on that September 7th, shit, man, that just brought me back because I remember I've heard that before somewhere. I've heard that before somewhere that he did that. I don't know if Mike Tyson mentioned it or somebody. What's up, Golden Rich? Yes, sir. He from Wilmington, North Carolina. Shit, I know. Michael Jordan, man. Every time he played, boy, I would have missed that shit. Every time he played. They say some guy was fighting about Pac somewhere in Florida. Fighting about. Oh, are you talking about that old lady? That old lady, that older lady that was saying that she shot Pac in the head, and fuck Pac, and she was calling him the N word and all kinds of shit, man. That video tripped me out. She said she shot him in the head. She goes, F that rapist, F that N word, F that motherfucker. I killed him. I shot him in the head. It was two guys, man. You know what? I didn't see that yet, brother. I did not see that yet. I see Tupac and I'll show the shit. He's somewhere, man. I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, but those two guys that no, I haven't seen that video yet. I did see the one with the older lady though. I did see that one. But yeah, no, I don't know if anybody caught that video today that I put out. What do you guys think about that picture? I was going through pictures, man, and you know what? I never really saw that right there, but somebody brought it to my attention. That might be Orlando, right? And I looked closely at it, and he was wearing the same kind of blue jeans that he was wearing, except he had a different shirt. He had like a striped shirt, which he wore shirts like that. Every picture he takes, he has those collared shirts that used to be, fucking real popular back in the 90s and even in the early 2000s. Those nice fucking, kind of long, with the little collars, and they'll usually be plain and shit. Well, he would always wear those in those pictures. He's wearing that. So when they brought that picture to my attention, I'm like, oh, fuck, that does look like Orlando. I mean, that looks just like Orlando. So I put that out there for you guys. See what you guys thought about that. Look at the back of Machiavelli cover. It says Exit Tupac. Exit Tupac. Shit. You know what? Are you? Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, it says Exit Tupac, Enter Machiavelli for sure. That's a big fucking. That's a big like a big taunt, you know, from Pac right there. That's what I think. I think he put that there on purpose, along with a lot of other things, to match up with the crime scene and match up with the albums and match up with things he was saying. Also, guys, on the same Machiavelli album, on the bottom left corner, you know the little, you know, when the painting cuts into the bag, because you know it's a painting over a bag. I don't know if you guys knew that, um, but right on the left bottom corner, it looks like a little drawing. I still can't figure out what the fuck it is or anything like that. I've been asking around. Maybe somebody knows something more about it. Somebody knows more about the original painting. But I know that Tupac approved that album cover. It was taken to Tupac, right? Tupac gave some ideas. Then when it was finished, they brought it to Tupac, and he approved it and signed off on it. So yes, Tupac had a lot of ideas on that cover, and he did put a lot of those things down. What did you think about the Mob James interview? The Mob James interview, it already turned off. It already turned off. Yeah. The Mob James interview. That was interesting. See, I'm cool with Mob James, you know. Like I said, much respect to everybody. It sounds to me every time he talks like he has a lot of hate. Now, I don't know if it is hate or not. I'm just saying it sounds like it when he speaks. Okay, like he has a lot of anger and bitterness for me. You know, I think I've heard somebody, one of his friends, say that already before as well. But to me, every time I hear him, it sounds like he's very bitter. You know what I'm saying? Like he's real bitter. So, other than that, I really enjoy Mob James' stories, man. His passion and everything that he shares with the community, because even Mob James has said, and I know you guys have heard it, and he said this more than once and more than twice. So he said he heard Tupac died that very same night. That's what he heard, right? That's what he heard. And remember, y'all, there has been people that believe that Devin Clark got shot that night and died that very same night. You know what I'm saying? But they just needed those 6 days to kind of figure out what Tupac was going to do. You know, the remaining 6 days, because it was actually 7 days. But so when Mob James said that, hey, well, Pac died that night, you know, they went to the club and told me that Pac died that night. You know what I mean? When he said it, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, what? So that kind of, and then he said it again, and he was all, I think he was actually arguing with somebody about it too, saying, no, I'm sure that's what I heard. He said he was in the club, they told him Pac was gonna be all right, and then they came and told him that he died, that he was dead, that's it. So you know, there's people that have that believe that Devin Clark died that night, but they needed the 6 days to figure some shit out. Was really going to sound. You know what? I heard that a lot from a lot of people, that Tupac and also Snoop Dogg, by the way, that Tupac was gonna sign with Eazy-E. Yeah. Yep. That is confirmed. He was gonna sign with Eazy-E. Also, what I did hear is that Snoop Dogg was gonna sign with Eazy-E. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and Greg S, yeah, he definitely approved it, and that's confirmed by a lot of people, not just me. If you go hear more interviews and all the other fantastic Tupac channels out there, you actually hear people confirming that he actually did put in ideas for the cover, and that he actually confirmed it when it was all done. So hey, yeah, and he does say it all on the album, Machiavelli. So yeah. My brother, are you doing? I always follow you, my brother. Keep doing it another way. Snoop Dogg is a fake, but Park has long vision. Right on, my brother. Thank you. Yeah, no. So, anyways, yeah, Tupac was definitely gonna sign with Ruthless Records. He was. So, yeah. Oh, but also Snoop Dogg was. And this is the point that I wanted to make, and I guess I keep talking about it, but it's that Snoop Dogg was first put to, this is why I think he's a police officer, because, it was ruthless. When Dre left, it was ruthless that people thought was going to be the banger, that people thought was going to blow up, like how Death Row did. That's what they thought. So Snoop was put there first. And you guys can go research this. Snoop was supposed to sign with Ruthless Records. Then all of a sudden, Dre started Death Row, and Snoop heard that there was going to be a bunch of Bloods and Suge Knight. And I think the CIA or FBI, whatever agency he works for, found more interest there because they couldn't find anything on Easy. But there was more interest on the other side. Then when they started hearing that real gangsters were working there and all that, I think Snoop got shifted over to Death Row to investigate them. I really think Snoop Dogg is a cop, y'all. I really think Snoop Dogg is a cop. I mean, this dude has been caught with his mama in the back of his trunk, taped up. I mean, that's not true, but I'm just saying he's been caught with. Okay, this is in one case. Now, I put it up on one of my videos, and I believe this is correct. In one case, he got caught with pistols, coke, and weed, and like ounces of shit, And even if he would have just got caught with a line of coke, or 20 of weed, and a gun, man, if one of us gets caught with that shit, we're going to jail. You know what I'm saying? Especially because Snoop Dogg has a gang of cases. Snoop Dogg has a lot of cases. Prior to that, he caught other cases. Remember, he was on trial for murder, and this case that I'm talking about right now was after that. So how the fuck doesn't he do not 1 day in jail? How doesn't he do not 1 day in jail? I don't understand that. I've been through the system myself before. I've been to the prison system as well. And let me tell you something, man. If you've been on trial for murder and you get away with it, they're gonna make sure next time you get caught with something, you're gonna get it really bad, okay? Especially because you already been through the system, and then you're a celebrity. So for this man to keep getting cases and cases and cases and nothing ever happening to him, I mean, he's a fucking cop. That's a police officer for you right there, buddy. And then he was also talking about that he was pimping on magazines, on everything, on his music, but he admitted it. And I showed you guys in the video. It was in an article, and I believe it was an LA Times article that he admitted that he was pimping, that he did it for a while, but found out it was just a phase. And he didn't do no jail time. This guy was selling women. He was prostituting women. And nothing happened to him. This is why I think he's a police officer. He's definitely a snitch. That's for damn sure. That Snoop copy cop. Yep. I see Tupac on cover Dogfather Snoop CD. I listened to Snoop first. Yeah, I don't got no problem with Snoop's music, man. But I just think there's some real fishy, and I think he needs to answer to those questions, and paperwork needs to be put out, and he needs to prove he ain't snitching. But his music was definitely lit when that shit came out. I'm not hating on the man's music, for sure. And Dogfather album, shit, he might be, huh? He might be in the back and shit. Oh, man. And speaking of Tupac and stuff in the back covers, okay, so I just finished telling you guys, when I lived in Hollywood, remember guys, I lived in Southgate most of all my life, and as I was getting to adult, I moved to Hollywood, and it's funny because I lived right next to the Pacquiao gym, and I never knew that was his gym, and I used to go over there with somebody, and you know what I'm saying, to get some, I used to go over there and talk to people, and I never knew that was Pacquiao's gym. That's crazy. But anyways, when I lived in Hollywood, man, right, I was talking to some friends, and one of my friends had a poster of Tupac on his door, right? It was a poster of Tupac, and I told him this is when those little flip phones were popular. I think this was back in 2005 or 6, and I told him take a picture of it because I want to put it on as my background for my phone, right? So he took a picture of the Tupac poster. And this is hand on the Bible, man. This is on my motherfucking grandmother. Okay? Now, This, I'm gonna tell you one thing. This person is a neighborhood person. You know, I don't want to put nobody down, but it's not a person that can fake pictures. Just let me put it that way. And I don't think he really gives a fuck. But send me the picture, and I looked at it, and you can see Tupac, and right behind y'all, it looked like a demon coming through the picture or some fucking shit. It was fucking crazy. As soon as he sent it to me, he sent it with the text, "What the fuck is this shit?" and all this shit, and we was tripping out. We were tripping out, and this was with a little flip phone. You guys remember those tiny flip phones? It had just the camera in the front. It was not touched. It was with buttons and shit. This is back in '05, y'all. You know what I'm saying? The phone before that flip phone was a fucking Nokia. You know what I'm saying? The black and white one that looked like, you know, it was a long time ago. Casanova, yeah, I've heard of Casanova the Don for sure. Hell yeah, we were just talking about that we think uh, he's being manipulated and moved around by Tupac. Have you ever heard of this underground rapper? Do you like any other rappers? Do I like any other rappers? Golden Rich, I do, man, I do. I really do. I like Kendrick Lamar. Let me see. This is for the new rappers. You know what I'm saying? That Kendrick is pretty lit. Not many, but Kendrick is pretty lit. Uh, let's see who else, y'all. You know what? I like Migos because of their beats, man. They got pretty cool beats and shit. Um, and then of course, Tupac is mainly what I listen to. Um, Biggie too. I like some of Biggie's stuff, but not very much. But he does have some good flows. Nas. I never liked Jay-Z. I always thought Jay-Z was a weak ass rapper. You know, all respect to people that like Jay-Z here, but I always thought he was weak. Nas was pretty cool. Nas was pretty cool, man. Yeah, people like that, y'all. New York in the building. I be watching your videos and respect your point of view. Right on, Angelo Murillo. Much love and much respect, man. Thank you. Keep watching. You know, I do this for y'all, like I tell you guys, man. I don't make no motherfucking money off this, so I do this in my spare time because I like to chop it up with y'all, man. Feel me? Imagine my brother is the first person who showed me how to shoot with Tupac. I'll go get dressed. That's super. Have you ever heard of this? Yeah, man. Rappers nowadays don't impress me. Yeah, they're kind of weak, man. All they talk about is fucking and money. And there's an interview on there's an interview on YouTube where Tupac, he's wearing like a purple shirt with like a purple hat or something, and he actually touches on that. He says they asked him, "Well, where do you think rap's gonna be in 20 years?" And he goes, "If motherfuckers got little nuts, it's gonna go back to talking about fucking and money. But if motherfuckers got big nuts like me, it's gonna stay with this hard shit and keeping it real." And he was so fucking true. This is why Tupac is respected, y'all. This is why he's that dude, because his whole life was a prophecy, even after, supposedly, right? Everything, when he was in front of the camera eye and when he left through the camera's eye, it was all a prophecy, even to this day, you know, when we ride on our enemies. Now, y'all know what I kind of believe in, so I don't know if I have to explain to you guys, but in case there's people that are new here, now, I really think that Pac, you know, when he took off, he actually got better. You know, he fixed himself up and he started putting hits on motherfuckers. And what made me start thinking that is that picture that I showed you guys with it's Suge and him and that Muslim guy right in the back. He's in every picture almost. He's probably not in one or two, but he's in every one of those pictures following Tupac, looking right at the camera. And he looks just like the composite, the Muslim guy, you know what I'm saying, that Eugene Dio and whoever else gave. He looks just like that dude, man. So that's what made me start believing that Tupac might have gotten better and started putting hits out on the people that he didn't like or thought killed him, you know? Yeah, he was on a mission to change the world. Yeah. Yeah, Tupac was something else, man. He was definitely in it to change the world. He wasn't in it to just talk about pussy and shit like that and money. He was definitely out for money because he grew up poor, but he was relevant. Every song of his had, if he was talking about shooting people and gang banging in the beginning of the song, at the end of that motherfucking song, he was talking about going to prison, dying, mothers crying. He gave you both sides. He didn't glorify shit, you know. Um, he didn't glorify none. He kept that shit real, and he gamed a lot of these kids. I know so many people that were influenced by Tupac's music. That shit's not even funny. People that were in depressions, that were on, that were on drugs, that were in prison, that were fucking suicidal, and his music just changed them, man. So yeah, definitely Tupac was fucking real. What do you think about Simon, aka Suge Knight? That's an interesting question, man, Mr. Suge Knight. I think Suge did a lot of good. Um, I do hear the Mob James interviews. I do hear other interviews that people do when they talk down on Suge. I do hear those. These are from people that know him and people that might feel bitter of certain things. Now, this, you have to really look deeper than what they're saying because it's usually how they act. So I think that Suge did a lot of good in the community. He helped a lot of people, but he was young, and a lot of the ways he did and he ran his business were wrong because of the fact he was so young and he didn't want to change. He didn't want to change, He should have controlled the situation better, and if he wanted to help all his friends, he should have put them all on contracts and payrolls and paid them all the same. And if you have this skill and you go to school for this skill, then you're gonna get more, instead of just handing it out to them and stuff like that. And I think if he would have ran his company like a company instead of like a prison hood and shit like that, then his shit would have worked out. But I think Suge did a lot of good for the community. That's pretty much all I can say. Of course, free Suge. That shit that happened there, I think that was an attempted hit by either Tupac or by somebody in his past. Remember, guys, when that happened, what he's in jail for right now, when that happened, he tried to blame a lot of people for it. He tried to blame Dre and shit like that. I think it's deeper than that. I do think Suge did that to protect himself. I don't think he did that shit on purpose, and I don't think he should be doing no 8 years in prison. You know what I'm saying? And 28 years in prison, and Snoop Dogg doing everything. He motherfucker acting like El Chapo and shit, and never touches a motherfucking prison cell. You know what I'm saying? That's completely wrong. Yo, what's up, my One Nation brothers and sisters? 2019. Still here once upon my husband birthed a One Nation soldier. He's smarter than peace from 212 is in Thug Life. What are you, bro? So we salute you. Love me, bro. Salute back to you guys, man. There will be Raheem Spice 1 MC. I think it's deeper too. The world goes around. Yo, so where is Pac at? Tupac in Australia. Be more in this. Yeah, Tupac in Australia. Shit, might. Where do you think Tupac is, Mary? Yeah, I think Tupac went to Cuba. I think Tupac is in Cuba because to me that's the only plausible place he would be for the, because okay, his aunt's in Cuba, right? His aunt Asa's in Cuba. The government knows where she is, right? Can we all agree on that? The government knows where she is. Yeah, Yvette Pedro, I did for sure, man. Peace, much love to all New York, and hell yeah, man. Yvette Pedro, thank you so much. Much love back for sure. Yeah, but I think Tupac is in Cuba. You know what I'm saying? I really do that. Think Tupac is in Cuba because his aunt's there. And the government knows she is, right? The government knows she is. And they still can't get her because Cuba doesn't have no extradition laws with the U.S. You know what I'm saying? They don't. So I really think Tupac is in Cuba. To be honest with you guys, that's where I think he is. Now, I think the U.S. knows. What's up, Michael Jackson? My boy, Michael Jackson. So yeah, that's where I think he's in Cuba, guys. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. Do I think he'll be back? Shit. Do I think he'll be back? Man, see, this is what I think. This, if you want to hear my opinion, I think he will. Now, for the research I've done, for some reason, I think he's either going to come back in 30 years from his death, which is, I think, what, like 6-7 years from now? Or when somebody catches him and somebody figures out where he at. And I think that's what he wants. I think he made all these signs and made it so obvious so we can catch him. That's why his supposed murder was so confusing, guys. Because of the fact he made it that way. He wanted for it to look like there were so many options, so the cops wouldn't, catch up to him. But I think the FBI and the CIA finally found out, and that's why there was no arrest made. Like I said, man, I think once it hits 30 years of his supposed murder, or when somebody finds out where he at, an incident coming out. I did hear that. And yes, Golden Ridge. He might, man. I don't know. He might tell people that Cuba stuff, and he might make them believe that so he can confuse them. You're right. You're right. That he was talking about a different Biggie. I heard that too, that he was talking about another Biggie, but he didn't clarify that. So, you know what I'm saying? Pac never clarified that. He said Biggie Smalls. Now, if he knew, Pac didn't have no problem dissing Biggie, right? So if that wasn't Biggie Smalls, the rapper, why didn't he say, not that fat F and FM? That's what Pac did all the time. So I think he was talking about Biggie. Who Sean in the car was in the hospital? What's up with this? When he 90, you know what? Somebody brought up a good point to me, and I am starting to agree with it. They said, I don't think Tupac will come back because if he has kids now, or if he had them prior to him leaving, he wouldn't want to put his kids in jeopardy. He wouldn't want to go to jail, and he wouldn't want to get hit. I think if he were to come back, the government would try to snuff him out quick as fuck. Quick as fuck. To be honest with you. Yeah, people in jail are suffering. Yeah, I heard that he was coming out with a new album and that Dr. Dre was gonna produce it or something like that. That's what I heard. Yeah, that he was coming out with a new album and that Dre was gonna produce it or some shit like that. I did hear that. For sure, I did hear that. But yeah, I think Tupac's in Cuba. I mean, that's the most reasonable explanation because his aunt's there. You can't extradite nobody. So even if they knew you were there, they can't go get you. I met Napoleon in Saudi Arabia. He owns a coffee business and deals with coffee beans. Good old Muta. Shout out to Muta, man, from the Outlaws. Sure, man, Muta. He definitely changed. He's a changed man. And he has so many good stories, man, about Tupac. You know? He had a lot. I think Tupac was real close to him. I think he found, it kind of like how Biggie was close to Little C's. I think that's how Tupac was with Napoleon. Michael Jackson says he'll come back. Yeah, for sure. I live a campaign. Oh shit. Yvette Pedro, that's That's some good stuff, Yvette. All right, guys. Yvette Pedro says, "Wired Up TV, Machiavelli, backwards. I leave a cam page. Got the, you know, got the camera. Get it? I left a camera. Reply what you think. It sounds interesting. It does spell I live a cam. So he's probably talking about Page. Like I said, that album just has so much stuff in there that has to be de-scrambled and stuff like that. I really do think he left a lot of clues for us to definitely look into. You got Mickey, yeah, you're like one day. Yeah, Tupac. If Tupac right now, okay, you guys got to remember when Tupac left, he was 25 years old. Right now, he's an older man, so his appearance is gonna be different. He's not gonna sound the same. He's not gonna look the same. Remember, he's not gonna. Who knows if he even has his tattoos? He might have even more tattoos. He might, who knows, man? He might be a lot stockier now, or he might look like 50 Cent. I mean, shit, who knows, y'all? But definitely, he's not gonna look the same. It's gonna be a more mature Pac, a more smarter Pac, maybe a more calmer Pac, you know. But yeah, I don't know, man. Will he come back or not? He's 47. Yeah, he's 47 now, guys. With time, you mature. You definitely do mature. So that's another point that somebody brought up was if Tupac come back, you know what? And I did used to kind of think this, but I think Pac has that kind of that aura and that soul where he would never change completely. But somebody brought up to me, and I was kind of thinking about it, and he actually said this to me. He said, I think if Tupac were to come back, it would disappoint a lot of people because he would be a lot different. He would be a 47-year-old man. And we remember Tupac, 25-year-old, guns ho, bam, 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 fuck Biggie this and fuck that West Side. So he's saying basically that if he comes back now as a 40, almost basically a 50-year-old man, completely changed, and that the world will be disappointed. So that's another reason why he won't come back. Tupac do look the same though. I met him once. Rosemary Sedmo, did you really meet him once? Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. I actually got a story about that too. Now, I never met him, but I did see him. Me and my brother, we saw him. So I do actually got a story about that, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? If Tupac comes back, the city of LA, Vegas may press charges for using police resources, but yeah, it's just a coincidence. Yeah, definitely. If Tupac would ever come back, he'll definitely face some big problems, man. For one thing, it's illegal to fake your death. That's for one. Two, he left a pending court case. Remember, guys, he was on bail. Okay, so he left. He left the pending court case because he was on bail. Okay, he faked his death, right? He allegedly beat up somebody at the MGM, which is assault, right? Let me see what else. What else? And I'm pretty sure he left other crimes too that were still on the record and shit like that. So yes, Tupac were to come back, he'll have a lot of warrants. He'll definitely be going back to jail, but that's if he's lucky enough not to get shot as he enters the United States. Because I really think the government is going to try to kill him. I don't think they want him alive. I think he knows too much. He made them look really stupid. I really doubt he will come back. And if he does come back, believe he's going to have an arsenal with him. He's not going to come back unprepared just so people can see him. He's going to come back. He's going to come back ready. But I don't think he'll leave. See, I think he's in Cuba. So I don't think he'll leave Cuba because he's protected by the Cuban government. Yeah, that's true. I meet Tupac in my dream. Golden Rich, crazy. Shout out to Golden Rich, man. Shout out to every one of you. Michael Jackson, Golden Rich, Yvette Pedro, Angelo Murillo, Rosemary Sermeno, Jason Hopkins, Michael Jackson, Machiavelli Outlaw. Everybody in here, y'all. If I forgot somebody's name, Admir, Chaim Adan, I don't know if I said your name right. everybody here, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all you guys. You guys always helping me, man, giving me good ideas, man. Much love to you guys, yo. Chilling, hearing about the GOAT. Let me see. I'm gonna die. Hustler, black haters. He cannot go to jail. Okay, so somebody just said, Angelo Murillo said, however, he can reveal himself from wherever he is. And I don't think he will violate any federal laws. No, he won't violate any federal laws by doing that. But remember, guys, all those laws that he did violate, he was in America. So those will still be pending if he's alive, right? So when he reveals himself, if he doesn't from Cuba, no, they won't catch him, but or they won't go get him over there because they can't. But most definitely he will be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Much love, Rosemary said, man, take it easy. To figure death, but got killed for real first. I seen that there were no exposed wounds in the chest. That's true. That's true too. There's a lot of funny shit with the autopsy, man. That's for damn sure. There's something funny about that autopsy. There's something weird about it. Like, let me see, who said that? 60 days. Oh, yeah, 60 days in, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That 60 days in show, man. You know what? I was just watching that show, y'all. Shout out to Yvette Pedro for that. Yeah, just like that 60 days in show, man. Those are police officers beating up regular people. If you watch that show, they'd be beating up motherfuckers and lying to them. The cops can lie to you, man. They can fucking lie to you. That shit that when people say that if you ask a cop if he's a cop, he has to tell you is a lie. He don't got to tell you shit. Just like you ain't got to tell him shit. He don't have to tell you nothing. So yeah, they beat up people. So cops can do all that shit, man. All that shit. And I think that's what they did. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Yeah, so I really think that's what they did. Later, Michael Jackson, do you know Tupac? See you later. Invite me on the video and I will explain why in detail that the photo is fake. Yeah, I think he was saying that we were talking about the photo. There's something fishy about that fucking about that photo. And it's not only one little thing, it's a fucking gang of things. And the one my homie just mentioned right now, is that there's no bone, man. You can't see no bones, right? His whole chest is out. Where the fuck are his ribs? Or something. And you can't see no guts. And that meat, like I guess it's supposed to be his meat. That shit looks like it was painted on. Or it looks like ground beef, like the shit you make fucking hamburgers in the backyard with, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. There should be yellow matter. There should be something, bro. You should be able to see some guts or something, right? Yeah, and why the fuck do we need a photo for? Supposedly he died, right? From a gun. What about Tupac hologram? Snitching killer is the most dangerous person. Yeah, the only caddy with him. Yeah, exactly. Only Gaddafi's with him. Exactly. That's what I think. Only Gaddafi, because what a coincidence! Fucking a week later, after Tupac, or whatever, 2 months later, after Tupac was supposedly shot, right? Gaddafi goes too. Okay, and then you know what I'm saying? He goes too. I think Tupac paid the man that supposedly shot Gaddafi to take the rap, so Gaddafi can leave. Now, it is dangerous. There's a lot of snitches, so Tupac is watching his back, and you don't have a lot of people. Plus, there was somebody, I don't know where it was, but I think it was in Africa, that actually spotted Gaddafi and Tupac. And the weird shit about that is if you hear the voice interview of the man, which I believe was done by a news crew or some shit like that, he actually says something that sounds very out of character of how that man sounds, right? Because they asked him, "Who did you think? Who did you see?" And he says, I know one of them was Tupac, but he was with another man, and he described Gaddafi, and he said that Gaddafi was screaming outlaws or something like that. It's really weird. Yeah, Muslim guy, that's true. Yup. About the hologram, is it real or fake? Fuck, man. One thing is, I don't think Tupac will be fucking with Snoop. And like I said, I think Snoop is sending some kind of signs to Pac. First with that hologram, and then second with that shawl he was wearing with the pentagrams on it. So for sure. Yeah, throwing hand signs, exactly. Yep. Yeah, do I think his mom's dead? Feeney Shakur. Do I think his mom's dead? Well, she initially died from natural causes, right? That's what they said. Um, I don't know about that one. I'm still researching that one, so I have really not made my mind up on Afeni Shakur yet. Um, I have not made my mind up about her. I'm still researching her death and trying to speak to people that knew her or were around there and stuff like that. So I haven't really made up my mind with Afeni. But I wouldn't put it past her. Because remember, guys, like before she died, I think what was it, like a year or something like that before she died, she went to Africa. And all she was doing was talking about all she was doing was talking about Tupac the whole time she was there. You know what I'm saying? Now, do you think Dr. Dre knows where Pac is? Yeah, still trying to bring him in. How to access the police photos of the body at the... Ah, shit, that'd be nice. So, when he did a number of cases. Yeah, Snoop is definitely... I think Snoop is a planet federal agent. I cannot get my hand off Snoop, man. I was looking at his criminal record, and this man never been in prison. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Not even presidents and motherfucking not even elected officials get that kind of love, y'all. There's no grave, and supposedly was turned into ashes. Yes, that's the fishiest motherfucking thing in the world. Tupac was cremated faster than a motherfucker. Like they were trying to hide something. That's because that was Devin Clark, like Ma James said, died that same day or something. And they had to hurry up and burn that body, y'all. They had to hurry up and burn that body so they couldn't prove who it was, how long he was dead, or none of that shit. None of that shit. How is it, you know what I'm saying, that they even had time to take that autopsy photo? That autopsy photo was fake as fuck. Fake as fuck. That autopsy photo was fake as fuck, you know. First of all, I don't even think it was real because I think Tupac was burned immediately. You know what I'm saying? They burned him immediately. They showed Biggie on TV, but they did not show Pac on TV. Exactly, right? They showed Biggie's casket driving around Brooklyn, all kinds of places, but they would not show Tupac's. They would not show Tupac's. Why not? Why wouldn't they show Tupac's? Right? Jesus Moreno, what's up? Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Everybody's welcome in this motherfucker, whatever you believe in, y'all. So Biggie alive and they can prove it. So you think Biggie's alive, Yvette Pedro? Orlando, my cousin. What's up, young Mill? Unfortunately, he did shoot Pac, and I heard the real story from the fight to the shooting because he told my pops what happened. Shit, I would like to hear that story, young Mill. I mean, I don't believe he shot Tupac, but I would like to hear your story anyways. I think Orlando Anderson was paid off. He was a paid patsy, and Tupac is still alive. But I would honestly like to hear your story. And they showed yeah, that's exactly the biggest proof they got is that he was cremated. They didn't show nothing. They didn't show anything in Tupac. They didn't show no private funeral, nothing. This is a movie star, y'all. A movie star. And they showed Michael Jackson. That's right. This is a movie star. They didn't show nothing of this man. They cremated him quicker than hell. And they didn't show nothing. Nothing about him. Oh, wow. Really? Rosemary? I didn't know that. So, Rosemary Hermano says Tupac's mother was supposedly cremated too. Wow. That is crazy. That is crazy. I did not know that. If Afeni was cremated too, then I think she's still with us, y'all. To be honest with y'all. But yeah, that cremation thing, man. Wow. That's just crazy. What's up, him, Jamal Aden? I don't know if I'm saying your name right, man. So much love. Thank you for watching my show, man. I really appreciate that, man. Really appreciate that, bro. She might still be alive. Yeah. Now that you said that about that cremation stuff, fuck yeah, she might. I didn't know that. Like I said, I haven't really started researching her that much. But I wasn't gonna get to that though. She might still be alive. She sure might, y'all. She sure might. Yeah, but that cremation stuff, that's crazy, man. How you gonna cremate them so quick and put nothing on TV? But you have Biggie rolling around all Brooklyn with his big ass fucking hearse and shit. The whole block closed. Even Mexican singers get that. But Tupac didn't get that? You gonna really tell me they just burned him and threw him in the ocean? There's no video of that? Because it's bullshit. That shit didn't happen. If it did happen, show the proof, show the video. Where's the video at? Right? Arto Valdez. For real. I do not know. He said Biggie died, he ate too much food. What the fuck? I do not know when his new album is coming out, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask around for you guys. Do you know who said that? Greg S. All right, Greg S. I'm gonna for sure ask around and find that out for you, man. When Tupac's new album's coming out. No, I do not know, but I know Dre might produce some. So I think I got a question that somebody asked me if I think Dre might know he's still alive. I know Snoop Dogg don't talk to Tupac. I don't think Tupac gonna fuck with Snoop Dogg because I think Tupac knows he's a Fed. But I think Dr. Dre now might know where Tupac is. Because guys, Dr. Dre never talks, never does interviews. When he does, he's quiet. He always keeps it politically correct. And I think Tupac reached out to him recently. I think they were at odds for a lot of years, but I think Tupac reached out to him the right way, and now they're talking. You know what I'm saying? And yes, do I think Tupac watches, his fans, his live streams, all the Tupac channels? I think he does. Hell yeah, I think he does. And I think he comments. And I really think one of y'all in here could be Tupac. And if if it's none of y'all in here, he might be just watching, or he might tune in here and there. You know what I'm saying? Young Mill. Didn't happen. I don't know nothing about Pac. I was born after Orlando died, but my pops always tell me about Orlando. Well, Young Mill, my email is wireduptv for you. So it's wireduptv and then the number 4u at gmail.com. I'm going to go ahead and post it in the comment sections at the bottom of this video. And you can go ahead and shoot me your number there or tell me more about the story. I would most definitely like to have you on here with the fans because it seems like they want to hear your story. You know what I'm saying? So that would be nice. You could definitely hit me up in my email. And my email is actually on a lot of my videos too, so go ahead and check that out. But I'm gonna post it on the bottom, on the comment section of this video, my email. So Young Mills, hit me up, shoot me your number. I would like to have you on the show, or you could just speak to me privately, brother. We could keep it on the low, and you can tell me some shit, cause I definitely like to learn. Now, I don't believe Orlando actually shot Tupac. I actually think they might even be related in some way. But that's one of the reasons that I want to talk to you, so we can get down to this story. Yeah, much love for Tupac for sure, Rosemary. Man, we love Tupac here. Yeah, do you think it's on Facebook? Listen to the Black Haze. Oh, I would definitely listen to Black Haze, Golden Rich. Definitely gonna listen to Black Haze, because I keep hearing that. I never have before, but like I said, you guys are putting me up on a lot of game, so I'm definitely gonna listen to Black Haze and check him out and see what's popping. Just for y'all, man. You know any why? Well, Jason Hopkins. I heard that it was all a scam by Gobi. I heard Gobi was asking for money, and when the fans never saw that movie come out, they were pissed off, understandably. And I heard he never showed or told people what he did with the money. So that's what I heard. Now I can't say on here if I spoke to Gobi before or not, okay? Because I have never been given permission to tell you guys if I have or not. So I can't tell you guys that, but one thing I can tell you is that he has a lot of footage of Tupac that's never been seen, because him and Tracy were actually sleeping together. Tracy was his video maker, his film person and stuff like that, and they were sleeping together. So yes, I do know he has some footage of Tupac. Now, how much, I do not know that. Let me see. Now, do you think? Yeah. Now, do you think he has pics? Yeah, man. I think he has a lot of pics. I even think he has pics of Tupac on his deathbed, supposedly. And I think he can prove that Tupac is alive. Because remember, guys, even his own father, Billy Garland, said, when I walked in there, I saw somebody that resembled my son, but that didn't look like my son. Plus, guys, something that you guys have missed out a lot of stuff about is that everybody and their mama has said that Tupac, when he was on his supposedly deathbed, that he was swollen, that his face was swollen, that you could not recognize him, that this and this and this and this and that. Then why on that supposedly real autopsy, because they're claiming that it's real, right? Why isn't his face swollen at all? He looks like he just got out the fucking club. Tupac, you know what? I would not even be surprised if Tupac himself laid in that bitch and just put makeup on, because it looked like, it even looked like he was smiling. Okay? Why can't you see that his face was swollen? He had just supposedly passed, right? Everybody said that. Well, he was swollen. You couldn't recognize him. He had so many tubes in him. Then why in the autopsy he doesn't look swollen? Somebody answer me that. Why? Why is he 215 fucking pounds, 6 feet something tall? Why? Yeah, once you swell up, it doesn't go down. You stay that way until the funeral home takes fluids out. Exactly. That's the autopsy. My boy knows. Machiavelli Outlaw, shout out, brother. He know. How the fuck is a swelling gonna go down right when you die? This shit's hitting us right in our face, and a lot of us choose not to believe it. I remember I was a skeptic, but y'all showed me a lot of shit, man, that made me trip the fuck out. Because like I said, y'all the smartest community in this motherfucker. And Golden Rich, Tupac might be Black Haze, and if he's not physically Black Haze, then he's for sure working them, and he telling them what to say. I think Tupac is a ghostwriter for a lot of these rappers. I think he's ghostwritten songs for Kendrick Lamar. and such, and J. Cole and stuff like that. You know, the people that still rap good songs. I think Tupac has been a ghostwriter for them, and they don't even know it. Gobi claims he heard with unreleased Tupac songs produced by with Johnny J. Yeah, yeah. Gobi claims a lot of stuff, man. Yeah, but he did claim that too. You know, Gobi also claimed that he was there at night, that nobody knew he was there. So he might have pictures of Tupac walking out the hospital, or he might have helped him. He might have helped him. Yeah, there is. Rosemary said, "Man, no, I've seen that video where they have him in a chair and their makeup." Yeah, exactly. I mean, remember, guys, the guy that took the fucking last photo of Tupac and Suge in the car, he worked for the movie businesses, y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. He worked with cars. He did all that shit. Okay? That man right there was hired by Tupac to take the picture so he can show the world and say, "You see, the Tupac was in the car minutes before he was shot." Bullshit. No, he wasn't. Okay, there's not even any keys in that ignition. That car was pulled over and that picture was framed. Look at Suge Knight's face. He looks like he don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? He looks like he don't know what the hell to do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to act. He's a terrible actor. That car was pulled over. There was nobody around. You know, you can't see no lights on the windshield, no cars passing by. That's some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that wasn't Tupac in the car. That was Devin Clark. Yeah, we all know the truth. The nurses and the doctors, I don't think they all know the truth. I think, to be honest with you, I think when Tupac was in the hospital, right, he told them, "Hey, y'all need to get me the fuck out of here. This guy Devin Clark is gonna take the rap right here. He's gonna pass away anyways. His family has been, given money and been taken care of, and all that stuff. And I need you to help me." And I think he told one doctor and maybe one nurse or something like that. He goes, he's like, his mom and him probably told him, "I don't know who's trying to kill me. I don't know if my record label, Suge Knight, is trying to kill me. I don't know if the cops are trying to kill me, but I gotta get out of here. Can you guys help me?" Doctors touch their hearts, man. If they know who you are, you're famous. They know that you've been shot, that you're not a gangster and stuff like that, according to them, right? They'll let you out. And I think that's what happened. I think they let him out through the back and he took the fuck off. And, Devin Clark laid there and passed away. And that's why they burned his body up so quick. They burned his body so quick so there'll be no evidence. And I think Tupac staged that autopsy photo. I think the autopsy photo was fake as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? How you going to take an autopsy photo? His meat, man. That's what catches my eye the most, that meat. It looks painted. It looks fucking fake. It looks like stage meat, y'all. That explains why Pac's body was cut in half. Special effects? Of course, those are special effects, guys. Look at his face. I thought he was swollen, guys. Here, every interview says he was swollen. They couldn't recognize him. Why wasn't his fucking face swollen hours after he died? Quit with the bullshit. Quit it. The white Cadillac that they claim was from the shooting is the same one they used in the Digital Underground video. I wouldn't doubt it. I would not doubt it, Rosemary. There's so many slip-ups in this case, in this Tupac case now, that are coming out now, especially now that people have access to the internet and all that stuff, that I would not doubt that, okay? Yeah, the white Cadillac was used also for other pictures. Yeah, I think I've seen it like that. Yeah, damn, Machiavelli Outlaw knows his shit. Machiavelli Outlaw knows his corner shit. So does Rosemary, so does everybody here. Angelo Murillo says supposedly he was getting death threats. Shit. People really don't understand. Yeah, Lord Justice, tell him. Tupac is Black Jesus, yup. Yeah, but I heard Tupac was getting death threats too. So see, I don't think he knew who it was that was trying to get him. Whether it was It was the cops. It was Suge. It was the gangs, man. He had so many enemies, bro. He was going at the church, you know. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I, you know what, Yvette Pedro, I fucking agree with you. That when, okay, guys, that video that you guys seen that's been everywhere, like, you know, where Biggie gets shot, you know, I guess some fans are parked in the side, supposedly. I really think it was all staged, but whatever. There were some fans right there, and they show a big guy get in the car. That's Biggie, I think, too. It looked just like him, dude, the way he was dressed and everything. Man, I think that was Biggie, too. That's some good shit. It's a nice Cadillac. I gotta go, bro. Be easy, stay safe, and one love to the Tupac Nation out there, West Side. Much love, Machiavelli Outlaw. It was haters trying to get Pac. Yeah, definitely. Definitely it was haters. Definitely, I agree with that. Definitely, y'all. All right, my people. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go. Your boy got to go roll up another blunt, smoke it, and eat it, and eat. Your boy's tired, but check out that video that I dropped, guys, and hit me up at wireduptv4you@gmail.com. Please subscribe. Please like this video and share this video. Keep your eyes on the road and keep your hands on the steering wheel. Like, I guess Pac got it all. We love Wired Up TV. Thank you, Vip Pedro. Thank you, everybody. Peace out, you guys. You guys, stay safe. Keep your hands on the steering wheel and your eyes on the road. Handle your business. Don't let nobody talk shit to you. Don't let nobody put you down. Y'all smart as fuck. Y'all gonna be successful. Keep positive, all right, guys? Handle your shit. Peace out to everybody here. To Rosemary Yvette, Angelo Murillo, Lord Justice, Arturo Valdez, Machiavelli Outlaw. Who else? Who else? Did I say Rosemary Sermano, Arthur Valdez, Greg S., Michael Jackson, everybody here, y'all. Much love. Peace out. Be good, y'all.